Welcome to the Week 3 recap. Let's get right into it. Kyler's smelly armpits versus the cold cut champs. Ezekiel Elliott, Monday Night Madness, 24.5 points to bring me all the way back. Josh Allen, 36 points. Rest of the team showed up, did their job. The Giants kind of suck. On Luigi's side, a lot more questions than answers. Devin Singletary, 2.5. That's the risk you run, starting RB3s. Tyreek and DeAndre, what's going on? Are teams just shutting them down? I don't know. Chase Claypool came to play, did his job, Logan Thomas, but that's just not going to get it done. Marshall Street Minutemen versus Dalvin and the Chipmunks, another close game, another Monday Night Madness game. Amari Cooper and Dak almost got Grayson over the finish line, wasn't quite enough. Devonta Smith, 3.5 points, matching Amari Cooper really was a difference maker in my opinion. Amari Cooper, it's clear to me that CeeDee Lamb's taking his spotlight, but might have some value there, but might also have to consider just cutting his loss in the flex. Dalvin the Chipmunks goes to 2-1. Marshall Street Minutemen to 1-2. 12th in the league after being one of the consensus picks. I mean, Commissioner Jack Duffy said it himself in the gambling addiction. He was like, I'll take anyone to win over Grayson, and he knew something that the rest of the public didn't. On to Naked Sunday versus Jordan White Sox 94. We all knew Kyle Ball was hyped up for this game. I thought the Jordan White Sox could make it a little bit more competitive, but Tom Brady went off. Austin Eckler consistently is like the best running back ever. Gibson, we'll see what that deal was. CeeDee Lamb just solid. DJ Moore's the man. James Robinson obviously did enough to convince Kyle he's an RB2. On John's side, honestly, super unfortunate. McCaffrey and A.J. Brown, if they had actually played, who knows? I mean, it still would have been a lot without good of a team, without as good of a game Kyle had, but good games all around. Ooh, Killbot versus Merry Christmas. I know DeMarini was huge on the Killbot moneyline pick. Honestly, not that bad from Nick. Like, Devonta Smith, amazing. His running backs, all the question marks with Hilaire, like, they looked amazing. Fournette in the flex. If we want to be ticky-tack, technically if he had A.J. Green in the flex, he would have won. Would he have started Tyler Boyd instead, who fell 2 points short of the W? That's a big question mark for me. But, you know, if you don't have the strongest two RBs, you might not want to start an RB in the flex. Leonard Fournette probably going to the bench next week, if I had to guess. On the Killbot side, Pat Mahomes going to do his thing. Derrick Henry, elite. Swift went off. McLaurin, amazing. Julio Jones, like a solid WR2. Like, and Higbee, do I wish I drafted Higbee instead of Kyle Pitts? No. But, yeah, I do, because it was like 10 rounds later. And he has J.D. McKissick, so yeah. Killbot just keeps doing his thing. Merry Christmas, kind of a tough loss. We'll see what happens. Woo! Joy Taylor, Sweaty Buns needed this win. They knew if they went to 0-3, they were not going to make the playoffs. Tennessee Volunteers, they came to play. I mean, you have Kirk Cousins going off, Aaron Jones going off, Joe Mixon doing his thing, Adam Thielen going off, Courtland Sutton, like, doing Courtland Sutton things, like he's the Broncos wide receiver. What do you want from him? Henry Ruggs doing his job. Broncos defense going above and beyond. Greg Joseph, and it's just not enough. I mean, Aaron Jones did his freaking job. Cooper Kupp, I guess, is elite, and then the Saints defense is really with the great coaching by Dylan to put Saints defense in. I mean, I know Washington's playing the Bills, like, why would you do that? But I don't know. Definitely a huge win for Dylan. Sucky loss for Tennessee because they looked so good. That 1-2 record, I know it's going to inspire them next week. And lastly, one-time Turkey Bowl champ versus the High Street Wolves. High Street Wolves came in. Look, we all knew what their weakness was. Miles Sanders, Damian Harris. That's why they just made a trade. His running backs suck. Kenneth Gainwell is way better than Miles Sanders. A little bit. Just kidding. But Jalen Hurts can run too. So, like, it all is what it is. Jack Duffy's team's amazing. Around that, we know that. Kelsey, I wish I took him. Huge win for the one-time Turkey Bowl champs. They go to 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and 1, and 1. And Najee Harris, everyone wanted to criticize his first-round pick. Looks pretty good this week. Looked pretty good last week. Calvin Ridley's a bust, but is what it is. The rest of his wideouts are good. TJ Hawkinson's elite. yeah, so it's a good week. Let's go to Kyle Ball for the much anticipated power rankings.
Yeah, yeah. Flamboyant entertainment.
The worst team in the league is clearly Jack Dingfelder. He's way too preoccupied with his other teams. He says, oh, I've got Austin Eckler on all my other teams. Just give them to me for free. Not going to happen. You drafted Najee Harris. You fucked up. All right? You're going to have to live with that. See you in the toilet bowl. At 11, I got the cold cut champs. I mean, as long as he continues to start Melvin Gordon and Devin Singletary as his running backs, he's going to be a terrible bottom 3-4 team. So at 10, I've got Joy Taylor Sweaty Buns, and I know what people have been saying. This team is elite. DK Metcalf, Cooper Kupp, elite and elite. I agree. Realistically, I think Dillon is probably the 4th, 5th best team in the league right now. But I've got him at 10 because I know he's inevitably going to mismanage his team. At 9, I've got Jordan White Sox. That's right, 9. The 3-time defending champ is 9th in the league. And honestly, it's over. McCaffrey's going to miss another 3 to 4 weeks. Panthers are not going to be rushing him back anytime soon because they're playing well. They're probably going to go to 4-0 with a win at Dallas this week. John's currently starting Myles Gaskin and Tyson Williams at the RB1-2. And A.J. Brown is hurt. He just has to pray that he can squeak out 1, maybe 2 wins over the next 4 weeks, but I don't see it happening. At 8, I've got the Minutemen. Not much to talk about here. I clearly overreacted to the big week 1. If Dak and Amari hook up for a touchdown or 2, Grayson's going to be competitive, but that's a big if. 7, I've got Dalvin and the Chipmunks. No Dalvin Cook last week, but manages to pull out a pretty big victory. Very resilient team effort. Lamar Jackson elite. This team is still pretty well balanced, but his receivers kind of suck. He's banking too much on those Alabama guys. At 6, I've got Smelly Armpits. He could be 2-1, 2-0-1. This is a good team. Zeke saw the wheel. Got him an amazing Monday Night Madness victory. If Zeke plays like that, I think Jonathan Taylor's still an RB1 in my book. Tyler Lockett elite. This is a good team. 5, I got Merry Christmas. If Saquon starts playing well, and again, that's a big if, this team will be very competitive. And that's why he made the deal. It was kind of a boom or bust. We'll see how it pans out over time, but I've got him at 5. At 4, I've got the Vols. He had a really big week 2. Week 3, kind of a shame. Honestly, I have him here because I was watching the Herd earlier today, and Colin put the Broncos at 4. So at 3, I've got my team Naked Sunday. This is a really good team, top to bottom, a lot of depth, a lot of talent. The week 1 loss was a fluke. Players weren't ready to play. At 2, I've got the Killbot. I don't really see any holes on this team. I think he's pretty good top to bottom. I mean, maybe tight end Tyler Higbee, but I think Higbee will get better as the year goes on, and the Rams look pretty unstoppable at the moment, so I like him a lot. DeAndre Swift is currently RB3, so Derrick Henry's RB1. This team's not going anywhere. And at 1, I've got High Street Wolves. Really, really good team. A lot of wide receiver depth. Made some great late draft moves. So there's people who go on auto draft, like maybe take a lesson out of Jack Duffy's book. Mike Williams, probably the steal of the draft. I think Tom Brady was personally, but yeah. Oh, shit.
Here you go.
Thanks. Huh? drink!
That's why it's called objectively biased. Breaking news, we got a huge trade to report. Stephon Diggs and Damian Harris for Antonio Gibson. Look, I know Jack's trying to fill a hole at running back, but I mean, come on. You can't just be giving away talent like Stephon Diggs for nothing.